How's it going, everyone? Monster Mike. Today I'm going for something a little bit different on the video, breaking away from the norm. We're going to go through this safe here, check out what's inside. A lot of goodies in here. It's just a little bit of a collection, but everything in here is just for fun. Nothing too crazy. Now, I guess you could call this my first vlog. I remember the first time I heard that word way back in the day. Vlog, vlog, log. I didn't understand it. I was like, what are these people saying? But yeah, it's a vlog, video log. So this is going to be number one for that. Let's open it up and start going through here. There is not much more fun than opening up a safe and seeing a bunch of goodies inside of there. You can see my door is limited. The handgun selection is very, very small. And like I said, my collection is pretty small. It's not like this big, crazy collection. Everything in here is just for fun. Just go to the range and shoot some things off. By all means, if you got guns, get a safe. You like to protect yourself, protect your guns also. These things are a hobby, so much fun for me and the family, but I also like to keep them really nice. So this safe is a big part of that. And if you don't want other people's hands on your stuff, lock it up. Okay, first up, Glock 19. This is my personal protection handgun. This thing, I absolutely love it. I've put tons of rounds through this. Never had an issue. They call this a dirty gun for a reason. And I don't even think I've ever cleaned this. And I cannot tell you how many rounds I've put through this. Absolutely love it. The frame is perfect size for my hand. If you got the chance to get a Glock, highly recommend it. If you like 9mm, definitely suggest the Glock 19. It is fabulous. Next up is one of these 22 long rifle Heritage Rough Rider revolvers. It's a single shot. This thing is only single action also. So every time you want to shoot it, you got to cock the hammer back before you pull the trigger and let this thing go off. It's a really cool piece. It's just a 22 long rifle. I haven't personally heard anybody having issues with these. I think it's also the perfect size for a smaller frame person if you want to get something in their hands and get into the shooting sport with a pistol. A perfect option for that. Right here, I've got another revolver. This is the Taurus 856 unloaded. This thing is super cool. Double action. You can cock the hammer back and shoot it, or you can just use the trigger. It's a really cool frame. I absolutely love revolvers. If you get a chance to get something like this, jump on it. You can get these for a pretty reasonable price. This one's in 38 special. You can get these things in pretty much any caliber nowadays. Absolutely love revolvers. Certainly recommend this. The price is unbeatable. Taurus has got some great prices on their handguns. So if you can get one, jump on it. Next up, I've got this JTS 12 gauge. This is one of those AK styles. Tons of companies making these nowadays. They're really, really cool. This is the one with the metal foregrip. It's got a sight mark sight on there. And I love that you have the option to get these extended 10-round mags for this. I mean, this thing just looks super cool. You can shoot up to 3-inch rounds in this. I did a little paint job on it. I think it looks pretty cool. I love AKs, anything AK related. I'm all about it. So I had to get one. The price is unbeatable on these. They are super cheap. Very, very cool. Love the AK action. And I mean, come on. The thing just looks awesome. Now, every collector and shooter knows you got to have a 12 gauge pump action shotgun. This is a Maverick 12 gauge. It holds 8 or 10 in there. It's got the full length mag tube there. Very cool. This company is owned by Mossberg. So very, very similar. I believe they're built on the same specs. I did put this little sight thing on here. You know, you don't really want to sight a shotgun. You just want to point, and that fiber optic right there just kind of helps you out to get things going. I got older eyes now, and I love it. Gotta have a pump action 12 gauge shotgun if you're going to be getting into some shooting sports. Of course, you got to have the fan favorite, your M4, M16, whatever you want to call it. It's a flat top receiver. I got the Vortex Strike Fire on here. I got these pop-up sights right here. I believe those are Magpul. Got a little flashlight on it. So all equipped. I do have this Magpul AFG right here. It's called an angled foregrip, and it's supposed to be a tire lessening position. Instead of having your hand like that, you angle it a little bit, and it's supposed to be a little less fatigue on your hand. Of course, it's unloaded. There's nothing in the mag, nothing inside the gun, completely safe. This thing is so awesome. I got a Magpul buttstock on here, fully adjustable. This is the one I would suggest to get if you're going to get one of these Magpul stocks. This one has this lock right here, so you don't get any kind of wiggle. So once you set it into place, you just close that lock right there. It makes it a little bit more secure, but everybody loves to shoot this one. It's been a lot of fun. This is a Palmetto State Armory. I've had this gun for like 11 years now. I may have had 1 or 2 jams with it. That is it. If you're looking at M4s, check out Palmetto State Armory. You get awesome guns for an awesome deal, and I just can't say enough good things about it. I've had this thing for so long. I cannot tell you how many rounds I've put through this. Friends have put through this. Lots of lead at the range from this gun right here. Absolutely love it. Again, if you're a collector or you're into guns, you probably have one of these. It's a Ruger 10/22. I put mine on this Archangel stock just because I wanted it to look cool, and that's the only reason I put it on here. It really does not have any better function other than you got a flat top and you could put a red dot on there. You do have an adjustable buttstock. I got 50 round drum mags for this thing. I've got 25 round mags. I've got 40 round mags. It's a 10/22. It is 100% reliable. If you're looking for a 22, you got to get a Ruger 10/22 to have in your collection. You can get 22s for cheaper than this, but this is the tried and true, reliable 22 long rifle. The Ruger 10/22 is awesome. And, I mean, you know, that Archangel stock, it is solid. I don't really like the front piece on here. I wish I wouldn't have put that on there. You got to heat it up and press it on, and it holds this stupid little plastic bayonet, but whatever. It still looks cool. Absolutely love this gun. Again, can't tell you how many rounds I put through it. Tons and tons and tons. Now, this next one was just a fun thing for me to do. This is from TR Imports. It's another pump 12 gauge. I don't even remember the name of this, but it just came in solid black. And I got this thing for so cheap from Rural King. I'm like, you know what? I want to just make this thing look like some kind of weird zombie gun. So that is what I went with. It's got an adjustable stock. It's got a cheek riser. It has an assisted pump on here, so you can just let go. And it's got a spring on there that assists that pump forward, so you get that cool effect. I just thought this would be perfect to make for a zombie gun. So, you know, painted it up really cool, put handprints on there, zombie words. It's really cool. I haven't even shot this gun, so I can't even tell like how this thing will do or anything like that, but it definitely looks cool. There's a lot of videos online of these. Just look up TR Imports 12 gauge assisted pump shotgun, and you can get more information on this. It does has a little fiber optic sight right there on the front. Very cool shotgun. I haven't shot it yet, so I can't say reliability, but I can't see there's going to be any issues with it. It's just a 12 gauge pump. The next two are just 22s. I'm a huge fan of 22 long rifle just because it really is the only thing affordable to shoot nowadays. This is the Rossi RS22, and this comes with a 10 round mag. Now you can put the 20 or 25 round extended mags that go in the Mossberg 702 into this gun, but I can never find any of them. They're never available. And anytime I get an email telling me that they're back in stock at Mossberg, when I log on, they're already gone. But it's just a very cheap little 22 long rifle. It's got a fiber optic sight right there on the front, fiber optics right here on the back, adjustable sight on the back, and very cool. I mean, it's a semi-automatic 22 long rifle. You can get this gun for about 150 bucks. I think when I bought it, it was like 139 or something like that. Well worth the money. And again, another 22 long rifle. This is the Savage 64. It comes with a 10-round mag. You can get 20-round mags for these things, so that is very cool. This is another very cheap, affordable 22 long rifle. If you've got smaller frame people and you just want to go to the range and just have a blast, just shooting off those bricks of ammo, 500 to 1,000 rounds, 22 long rifle is the way to go. Adjustable rear sight. Everything's really basic on this. They do have some aftermarket stocks you can get for these. I do see now they have the Savage 64 Precision. Costs a little bit more money, but it's got a bigger barrel and very cool. Can't go wrong with a 22 long rifle. Savage has been around for years. Very cheap. Get one if you can. Everybody's seen this. Everybody knows what it is. This is an SKS. I took the original mag off because I used the extended 20-round mags from Tapco. They work perfectly. This one has the bayonet on it. This is a Norinco 7.62 by 39. Very, very cool gun. It's got the most perfect safety. I love the safety on an SKS right there. It's just awesome. Tried and true. Can't go wrong with an SKS. I believe I got this for like $100 and something when I bought it. I think nowadays these things are going for like $500, almost $600. It's absolutely ridiculous. I love an SKS, but there is no way that I would pay more than $200 for this type of gun. You can get a way better gun nowadays than an SKS for 200 bucks. So don't spend the money, that $500-600 on an SKS. Cool gun, nostalgic. This thing barely ever comes out of my gun safe. Don't go crazy on buying one of these. I used to have that SKS in this bullpup stock. This is from SG Works. You gotta order these things and you gotta file and fit everything. It's kind of a pain in the butt for the cost of this. I don't even know if they're still around. I got this stock like right when they first came out. Of course, I did a paint job on it. This thing is really cool. This is, I think, the second generation because the first one didn't have this little lock right here for the ejection port. But I don't know. It looked cool in there, but it really wasn't my style. There's no gun in here right now. This is just a stock. But, you know, looks cool. If you've got an extra SKS laying around and you can get this for a decent price, yeah, it might be worth it. Otherwise, I don't suggest wasting your money on this kind of stock. You might be surprised by this next one. This is not a Beretta. This is a High Point 995, and I put it on this stock. I bought it, I don't know, 11, 12 years ago. Did this little digital camo paint job on here. Threw on this cheap red dot from Walmart. It's a 9mm, and it's a fun gun to shoot. It's just super, super ugly in the High Point configuration with that stupid stock that they have. I would never buy another one just because it looks so dumb, unless I could get another stock like this, but I don't see these stocks anymore. And, you know, it's a cheap gun. If you want to get a cheap gun, I do recommend it because they just work. I mean, you put lead in it and it just goes down range and you can get on target. Very cool. Everybody loves this thing when I pull it out. It's been nothing but reliable, nothing but good things to say about it, other than it's just ugly as hell in that stock. Now I've got another oldie but goodie. This is a CZ 22 long rifle, bolt action. This thing works flawlessly. If you can get a CZ and you are into this type of thing, definitely get one. This 22 long rifle will put bullet through bullet hole after bullet hole. It is so precise. I absolutely love this thing. It only comes with a 5-round mag. I was able to find a 10-round mag, but it's just so much fun. You know, you waste less ammo. You got that bolt action. My girl loves to shoot this one too. It's just an awesome gun. Absolutely love it. I will never, ever get rid of this thing. It is just too much fun to shoot. This is a CZ 452, I think it's called, but it's a 22 long rifle, and I love it. I love this thing. So this one here, lots of people have these all around the world. It's a Mosin Nagant This one is a Tula. It's 1940 something. Very, very cool gun. I absolutely love this. It's 7.62 by 54R. You used to be able to get crates of these things for dirt cheap. They were like less than $90 way back in the day. I don't even think you can get the crates anymore. And I'm pretty sure these things are over $200-300 a piece now. And this used to be the gun that people would just walk by and go, I don't want one of those. Now they're like highly sought after. I'm glad I've got a Russian Tula one right here. I actually have two Mauser Nagants, but very cool. And this is the other Mauser Nagant that I have. This one is very cool. It's got the bolt on it, so you can put a scope on there. Much smoother. It's got a Timney trigger in here. So right here is the safety up there for this thing. I put a little tripod on here, and I got that muzzle brake on the front. I had to do a little bit of machining to get this mount on here. I forget who I got. Rock Solid Industries is who that mount is from. It's very easy to do. You just got to make sure you're right on when you do it. Threw a scope on here. The Archangel stock is awesome for the Mauser Nagant. It's much more comfortable. It feels more balanced, and yeah, I put a paint job on it. Everybody loves this thing. They think it looks so cool. Again, 7.62 by 54R. You can still get these stocks, so if you have a Mauser Nagant, highly recommend to get one of these stocks. It makes life so much better when you're shooting this. You can get it in 5-round mags, or you can get a 10-round mag like that, and it's just a lot of fun. I also have this old stock right here. This is the stock that one was on. Now, originally when I went to the gun store and was looking at that, I think they wanted like 98 bucks. And the stock was all busted. It looked horrible. It was in the regular stain. I pulled it out of it was in a bucket. I pulled it out of the bucket. I'm like, hey man, let me get this for cheaper. The thing's broken. It's old. It's a Mauser Nagant. He's like, all right. I think I got it for like $80. That's that one I have in that Archangel stock. So I took the old stock, sanded it down, threw some paint on it, ended up taking it apart again. It's a little scratched up. I drilled all these holes in here to make it look cooler. But yeah, still a cool stock. I may repaint it and make it look better. That's what it used to be. And another oldie but goodie, Marlin 3030 lever action. This thing used to be my wife's dad's, so my father-in-law handed this down to me. It was disgusting. It was rusted all over. The stocks were beat up, so I stripped everything down, restained it. I took all the bluing off, re-blued it, cleaned everything up inside. This thing shoots perfectly now. It definitely looks better. I probably could use another 2-3 coats of bluing, but I'm thinking about go ahead and getting some of those tactical stocks that they make for these Marlins now, because they just look so cool. And I don't really care if a gun looks like original or old. I like everything to look cool. So, I mean, it does look cool like it is, but you know what I'm saying. And lastly, in this safe is going to be my Polish underfolder AK variation. This thing is super cool. I absolutely hate shooting this type of gun, this underfolder. I just cannot get comfortable with it. So I never shoot this thing. I've shot it a bunch, but I don't ever shoot it anymore. So I thought, you know what? How can I at least make this thing look cool? So I got some Cerakote. I got Cerakote. I did the gold Cerakote on here, and then I got some Dragon Ball Z hydro film, so I hydro dipped it. I also did a mag in gold, and I've got a mag dipped in this Dragon Ball Z stuff right here. So this is just a really cool looking gun. I love AKs, but I hate shooting the underfolders. It is just uncomfortable to me. There's a lot of people that love them. Now, I will shoot it like this. It's just more comfortable, but, I just don't prefer an underfolder AK. But, yeah, come on, you can't tell me that thing doesn't look cool. Gold and Dragon Ball Z. Yep. All right, well, that is it. That's a look into my gun safe. Some of my range goodies here. Like I said, I just pull these things out, go to the range, have some fun plinking, try to get on target. I bring them back, I throw them in the safe, and I lock them up. It's just a small hobby for me. It's nothing too serious, so I don't have a crazy collection. I am way more into Halloween animatronics. That is my thing, but I'm also into all kinds of other things. Appreciate everybody watching. Monster Mike 816, and I'll catch you on the next one.